The Edmonton Oilers have not played since Monday night. They've been sitting around on 2 bad losses, and now they've got a hot Senators team coming to town on this Saturday night. Tom Pyatt puts it into the far corner. Hoffman keeps it moving around the boards. And Phaneuf steps up, banks it back to Pyatt, centering attempt, they score! Tipped right in front by Mike Hoffman.
Didn't score in his first 3 games, scored a bomb last night in Calgary, and eventually, good forecheck here to get this puck around. He'll work himself into a real sneaky little spot here. Nobody picks him up, and leave him open for 1 second. Little inside track there on Oivutu, and little chip up in the corner as he redirects it high over top of Cam Talbot for a 1-0 lead.
Dzingel to Turris, back up top to Wideman. Chris Wideman manning one of those points. He's got a good hard shot as well. Gets that one in there, and it's tipped on the way through and snagged by Talbot. Over to Brassard, back up top. Chris Wideman drops it off. There's Stone in front. Burrows is there. Talbot is down, and he has got it.
And this one here, another good opportunity, good hard shot. Get it through the traffic, and Talbot swallows it up.
Larson with a chance to swing that puck, but it is trapped by Stone. Dicks it free for the rookie Chabot. Gets that puck back. Chabot down low. Stone, quick pass across. Scores! Brassard buries it on a beauty by Ottawa. Power play goal, and it is 2-0.
Good forecheck again to nullify that clearing, and as a result, it gets set up. Everybody's back in position, but what a seam pass here. Right over and one-timer into the back of the net. Just a real heads-up play, fake shot by Chabot, and he gets it down low off the seam, and a good screen in front as well by Burrows to be in that position.
Russell starts out with a long pass, tipped in there off the blade of McDavid into the corner, picked up by Pajot. Yamamoto centers to Maroon. Maroon looks around, takes a shot, tipped in front, good save, Condon, he's down, and the rebound is cleared. Another drive, Condon can't control it.
It all started with Yamamoto doing some good work down low, gets the puck back, goes to the front of the net. One redirection, has a couple good whacks on it as Condon comes up with a couple terrific saves in tight.
Hoffman stood up, and it just comes outside the line, but they step right back in. Here's Greider with a shot, rebound out in front. Works back to the line, and now a chance for Kassian. Stepping in, Kassian! Penalty call coming up. What do we got? A slash on Kassian.
Follow the next one up and try and be better. And you can see this starting to develop. Kassian gets the feet moving, tries to go to the backhand side, the whack there. Right as he's coming in. One-handed wasn't much, but enough. As he goes in hard into the end boards. Just a good transitional play, bangs the post off the rear rings.
Across, Yamamoto, back to Klefbom, Yamamoto, McDavid shoots, stopped by Condon, rebound, another chance, and the pass comes back to the line. They're running out of time here. In for McDavid, down low to Lucic, back out in front. McDavid was given a shot just as time expires. Phaneuf's pass off the mark, intercepted there by Lucic. Milan Lucic is going to step in, drops it off for Ovi2. His shot is stopped and held by Mike Condon.
Gets the zone with entry, possession. Nice little backhand pass. Has a long time to look at this. Good job by Condon to come out and cut down the angle.
As they collapse around Mike Condon. Kyle Turris drops it off for Hoffman. His shot is redirected just wide. That didn't miss by much. Turris back to Hoffman, scores! Mike Hoffman, top shelf, 3-0.
They get a puck into the offensive zone, they work it down low, and eventually you're going to see Hoffman just kind of slip out into a spot. He gets lost, nobody picks him up, and bang, it's off the stick as soon as he takes the pass. What a release by Hoffman here, on the stick, off the stick, bar down, 3-0 Ottawa.
Against a very game Ottawa team. Ovi2's shot, oh, there's a rebound, another one, they can't get it through.
So again, working it out of the corner, back to the blue line, shot through traffic. This one comes right out to Jokinen. He has 2 real good whacks at it, one save, a second save, and that one there, just an excellent push-off by Condon to deny Jokinen on the doorstep.
He's out tonight, undergoing concussion protocol after being injured Monday against the Jets. Nurse with a shot. From a sharp angle, goes wide, another drive right in there on Condon, and he has got it, held it, got the whistle,
he takes it himself, and that's one of the ways to combat that. Good opportunity right away as Yamamoto goes to the net. And then the second one, a little whack at it afterwards by McDavid, trying to fish out a loose puck. Condon does a nice job just to keep the pressure down and make that save.
Oscar Klefbom had 9 shots on net in his first game. Just 4 since coming into action tonight. Oh, that one bounces in. A redirect right in front of the Oilers net. Ends up in the back of it.
You know, this all started with a forced pass by Klefbom through the middle of the ice as Connor McDavid with speed through the neutral zone, and it's just not there. As a result, a turnover once again in the neutral zone, and credit the Ottawa Senators, they've really attacked hard coming back. This one here is a sharp angle, but again, traffic and bodies going to the net. And you'll watch this one here off the chest of Talbot, and it's Smith coming through that pokes this one through. And we're going to see Cam Talbot come out here.
He gets to the hook, and in comes Laurent Brossoit. And they're playing with house money. They were playing with house money coming into tonight. Here's Wideman. Scores! Chris Wideman with a blast right through Brossoit. 5-0.
Just a good heads-up play, good puck movement, find their position. It's the one-timer through traffic. Finds its way past Brossoit, and for Ottawa, a 5-0 lead. They've just been the better team in this game here. An opportunistic finishing off plays.
Here's Turris picking his way in, scores! What a goal by Kyle Turris. And the beat down in Edmonton continues.
And Edmonton has not done enough to defend entries on this power play. And Turris walks in, finds himself a scene, really unattested. And he has a wicked release. We saw it in the shootout last night, and there he shoots from distance again, picks the corner on Brossoit.
Great night for the road squad. There's McDavid trying to gain the zone in 4-on-4. Larson winds, scores! Adam Larson with a bullet, and he breaks the shutout bid for Condon.
Yamamoto's going to pick up his first assist in his young National Hockey League career as he gets it to McDavid, back to Larson, goes to the front of the net, and it finds its way through. A good screen by Yamamoto afterwards as he fights his way in there. And for Condon, I think he just let this one get by him as Yamamoto didn't quite get right in the screening lane, but right there, definitely on the short side, was maybe hindered a little bit to find that puck.
Ottawa Senators are going to sweep Western Canada for the first time in their franchise history. The last time they came this close, 2 wins and a tie in 1999. Well, they're going to complete the job here this season and extend their win streak to 3 with a very convincing 6-1 win over the struggling and reeling Edmonton Oilers. That's the story from Rogers Place.